right, everyone. The crew of the newly renamed Misfortune. You currently have dealt with a lot, and you're finally coming back into Absalom Station, seemingly avoiding any extra unsavoriness, but your level of comfort or looking over your shoulder, I feel like, will probably range a lot from character to character. I know that some heavy things have happened in the past couple weeks. But you are back to a place that you know is relatively safe, and you have a job lined up, and you have a newly independent fixer to go explain to her that you have a ship. As far as I recall, I don't think any of you told Tarika about your job that you were on to try to get a ship.
Nope.
So it is entirely up to you what you tell her and how you reach out.
We just call like on our way. It's like we got a ship. We're on our way.
Yeah.
You can do that if you want to. Feel free to tell me if you guys are doing anything in particular. Talk about how you guys are like feeling. If you guys, if any of you go out of your way to call Tarika, it's not super pressing, you don't think?
Yeah, I think just a catch-up call is in order. Of just letting her know we are down for the job, I assume.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
We do that.
Okay, so you call up Tarika. You go to send a message, but she actually picks up two-way. Since you guys are on the same infosphere, you guys can really easily do that. And you see that the sort of visual from the call sort of comes up on the cams of the Misfortune while you guys are still on the front, and you see that it looks like Tarika is in a kind of busy area as you see the hologram sort of pop up, but she has like a drink in front of her, and she says, "Hey gang, you just drop down."
Where's Odessa?
Man, I thought you guys were gonna talk to her again. Odessa will say, yes, we just landed.
I see that's a new IP. Did you guys manage to get a hold of your ship?
We did, yes.
Well, that's really exciting. That's really exciting. You should tell me all about it. I'm a little busy. I think I told you I had to do a little bit of networking to try to get you guys a job lined up. We're fresh on the scene. So I've been trying to talk to friends of friends through the grapevine. And I'm currently meeting up with a client who might be willing to hire us and get us some exposure. So I can't come down to see y'all, but if you want to come over to the Daylight and be here for the exchanging of information, I would love to.
Just a moment, sweetheart. By exposure, do you mean that we'll also be paid for this job?
Well, yes, we'll hopefully have pay. I've heard mention that there was pay. When I say exposure, I mean part of the pay is that people will tell us that we're good on our word.
Okay, I understand.
That goes a long way with where we're at right now. I have not really found a lot of channels that are sending us jobs, so I'm picking up basically what we can.
I am
But you should get
internally
something.
grateful.
And it's easy. I heard it's only a day out from Absalom.
Really? That is very close by.
Exactly. It should be real quick, easy peasy. So if you come on down, I'm sure you can tell me a bit more about what you've been up to. I have a couple things to talk about as well. While we're waiting for the client, I haven't seen them yet, so. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be right on our way.
Okay, and you see she gives a smile and a little two-finger salute, and she's gonna hang up the call.
We can't tell her how we got the ship, can we?
No,
Should
not
we?
at all. Not her problem.
I think that we can tell her that we got a new ship, and potentially, and that we can't tell her for very specific reasons. But I do agree. I don't think we should bring her into this.
I just worry about her safety.
As do I.
She shouldn't get in too much trouble just from associating with us. I doubt it'll be bringing trouble to her doorstep.
Do we need to grab anything on our way over, or are we just going straight there?
I think going straight there wouldn't be a problem. Does anybody need anything?
No, I'm doing pretty good on supplies.
I was probably going to pick up some new armor, but I can wait on that.
If you need some, we can stop, but up to you.
Shopping spree.
I don't want to hold you up changing into new armor right now. I'll just grab it after our meeting.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Alright, and then Judge is gonna fly us there.
You guys are already on Absalom, so you would actually have to take.
I fly through the station and
You
crash.
Unfortunately, you cannot do this. But you are already in Drift's End, which is really close to the Daylight Arcade, so you guys would really easily be able to walk there. Or if you're willing to spend a credit, you can get a taxi.
I don't want to spend any money.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
just
just walk.
You got working feet, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You go on over, and it's the same as it always is. Drift's End, sort of covered in this neon light, this hustle and bustle that never really goes away, with other people like you that pull in for a quick anything before they're off for their next haul. And you find your way over to the Daylight Arcade, the last place that you met Tarika in, and it's full of these garishly bright lights and very retro arcade games. As you sort of walk through, I touched on this a little bit, but something very interesting about this arcade is that some places will like focus on like hack tech, or it'll be like a VR place, or it will be like a place where you can like get like buy video games or buy Wave Runners, which are like sort of portable consoles. But the Daylight Arcade actually like has like arcade games. Some of these like centuries old, like very retro tech. And you see that Tarika is over at a little booth sipping on a drink and waves you over, and goes to order you guys a round of drinks, and says, so, what's the specs?
Pretty good.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that you don't have a hubcap falling off then.
Maybe one or two. It's not the best, but it'll work for now.
Well, that's a lot better than serviceable. I definitely think that we can really, hopefully, if we're doing well and this job goes well, we should have enough money to really start getting you guys some upgrades real soon.
I think that would be delightful.
I'll not say no to that.
It's sweet that you're always looking out for us.
Oh, of course. We've worked together a while, and not to make it about the job, but you guys are my only cash cows right now, so it makes me happy to know that you're doing good on both fronts, because it means that we're all doing good, you know?
That is true. Wait, what about you, though? You seem like you had some good news to share.
I did. So, and you see that she kind of goes to coyly stir like her drink with a straw, and she says, well, we all know that we got our severance packages from Edge, right? And that was like a little bit to, tide us over into whatever the next bit of our career is. Well, I ran into some snags pretty early on. I'm a bit rusty trying to find my own contacts. So I thought I would use my stocks to go over to the, you know, that plate they have over on Avalon where they have all of their fancy stuff. And there was a bit of a commotion, but that's not important. I had wanted to just go and look, maybe get a little bit of a head start on some of the places where they get their jobs, some of their connections, but because there was a bit of a hubbub, I managed to grab a kind of interesting little bit of code that I've been digging at, and I'm hoping that it'll have something really fun that I can maybe give y'all.
Ken's head fucking. Yes?
Yes, what?
You should. She's like sits down. You should tell me about the code.
Well, it's so I think it had to do with so like the plate is all like manufacturing, right? It's like a lot of ships, a lot of making stuff. So I found it near one of the sort of like bays for like ships, and it just looked kind of weird. And so I've been picking at it. It's real knotted up. I would say that over the past like week, I've really only been able to dig at it a little bit, but I'm hoping that it'll give us a lead to really nice payoff if it's something that was kept over there in their servers. And also it's kind of just fun. I mentioned before that I really like messing with tech, but I really haven't had a chance to, you know, do it as a hobbyist. So it's just been a little fun thing I've been doing on the side. But I thought I'd tell you about it.
And Farrell trying desperately to not ask for it.
You can definitely tell she's coyly not offering to show you either. So like if Ken would, you can ask, but like you feel like she's very much dancing around the subject, like she's the cat that got the cream. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Rika, are you supposed to have that code?
Well, you know, ownership is real finicky in the Pact worlds.
Uh-huh.
So you see, Edge doesn't have it anymore, and I do. So that's all I'll say on that, I think.
I think I underestimated you, Rika.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to be doing any fancy heists or nothing. Like I said, I was just trying to get some info, but it just looked too interesting to leave there. I had a perfect window.
I mean,
Well, I'm glad that worked out for you. What you're going to say, Judge?
Yeah.
Judge is just gonna say like sometimes you happen to find some unexpected things when you look around, and just kind of if the ship had keys, she would be spinning them on her finger.
Oh yeah.
But okay, that is, and very eager to see what this code is about. Judge says, in a very just deadpan, ironic voice, as she kind of looks over at Ken, knowing who doing damn well wants the codes.
Ken is gonna look to the other two, and she's gonna like, I think maybe it would be okay to talk about things.
Mm-hmm.
Everything?
I think so.
Rika.
Y'all
Lovely
mad on me.
Rika. What kind of commotion happened on Avalon? Did you hear about it?
I'm not really sure. I feel like I saw a lot of movement, and I saw a bit of well, I didn't see nothing. I just heard that there was a bit of a security breach, and you feel like there's a moment where what Judge said, and now how you're acting, and what just said, and you see that it kind of like clicks as Tarika squints at you and says, "Y'all dirty dogs weren't gonna tell me."
Well, you got code out of it, so now we're equal.
I guess we're a perfect pair then. Great minds think alike, huh? You got one of their ships.
We got the ship.
The ship.
Like secret technologies beyond comprehension ship.
Oh, I bet Edge is really regretting saying that you're not making dividends anymore, huh?
Yeah, my sister's pretty mad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not.
It's like you said, Rika. It's funny how ownership works in the Pact worlds.
Yeah, that's real fascinating. Ownership does work a particular way, and I think something real interesting about that as well is that you would think something real interesting is that they were gonna try to get it back and sick the stewards on you. I feel like we would have heard something by now, but they're keeping real hush hush over there about it.
I think they're a bit afraid of the fact that we do have it in our possession, and any serious move from them could either damage the ship or we could leak it. So they're probably trying to play this very subtly.
Well, I think that works out perfect for y'all. I think in the time that you do this next job, I think I'll try to find you some travel opportunities. Let's call it that.
Little
Get to hop,
vacation?
skip away for a little bit.
I love the sound of a vacation.
Well, I don't think we're settled enough for a vacation just yet, but I can definitely maybe try to get you some nice venues to work at. Maybe another system or two.
Farther the better.
Yeah, I think so too. Speaking of the job, though, I feel like I've been waiting here for a minute. Supposed to be looking for some... You see, she starts to go to crane around and kind of like look over the booths and like look around the building and say, you know, I thought they'd be on the lookout for me, but I'm not really...
Can I do a perception check? See if I see anyone like trying to like glancing over at us.
Yeah, I would love if you could do that. Let's do some rolls.
Yippee!
Oh, good first roll of the night. I got a dirty 20, 15
Okay.
plus 5.
Slay.
26.
26. Slay.
Die.
Ken, are you
It's
doing
just
one?
die? Yeah, I also wanted to do a perception. That would be a 21.
21 slay. So, you guys all look around, and what's really interesting about the Daylight Arcade is that it kind of all types come here. Not only is it on Drifter's End, but also with the kind of clientele that it has and the kind of ownership that it has. Some of the people here I feel like are a little bit, a little less mainstream, the kind of people that come to like hack techs, internet cafes, that sort of thing. And you look around, and as you guys are kind of looking around, you hear Tarika start muttering, like, I feel like I've been keeping an eye out for a Verthani around here somewhere. And so what's really interesting is that Ken and Odessa, you notice this also, but Judge in particular. The minute you hear Verthani, you are very familiar with what they look like because somebody very important from your past was a Verthani.
Mm-hmm.
And so you know immediately what to look out for. The really long limbs, the sort of like bugged out black eyes, and you see somebody that fits that description. Sarah, do you want to describe your character for us?
What?
Whoa.
What? What? Are you fucking kidding me?
So,
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
so what you see is you see a Verthani, hutched over one of the arcade cabinets that is perhaps too small for them. And very intensely hyper-focused on the game that they are playing. It looked like it might be some kind of rhythm game. They are in the getup on the right currently.
Oh my god.
I fucking got y'all.
And they are not, there is not a single thing taking their attention away from that arcade game right now. They are just blank stare, very intensely, face close to the screen.
I think I am really
yes,
so
Yes.
fucking. This doesn't really just happen.
I tried
I'm
very
sorry,
hard.
I know we need to be responding to the situation. I
Yeah,
didn't
no.
expect Sarah to suddenly join the game.
Um, they aren't even in the server yet.
I know. I was very good.
We got tricked hard,
We
dude.
got. Oh boy, we got
Citation.
fucking.
I knew.
Yeah, I know you knew. You're over here like, yeah, and I'm like, be
Yeah,
quiet, you knew.
I'm like, this motherfucker probably only knew for like 3 days.
It's okay, Molly. I didn't know. That was genuine.
Oh my god. I think Judge will, after hearing who it is that what they're looking out for, Judge will kind of like point over to this individual over by the arcade cabinet and goes, "Is that who we're looking for?"
You see Tarika goes to look over at the person in Squint and say, "Oh, maybe I didn't get a picture." And I think this is kind of a busy area, but you guys are kind of like close as like groups. And so I think Tarika is gonna kind of like lean over the booth partition and say, "Excuse me, are you a mix Pesh?"
As soon as the name Pesh is uttered, they whip their head around dramatically from the game. Still deadpan expression, and they look for a second before just straightening up to their full 8'5" height, and immediately just like speed walking over, abandoning the game.
Nice. Tarika goes to give a sort of big smile on her Brinary face. Brinaries are otter people. And she kind of waves her little paw and goes, "Oh my gosh, hi, I'm sorry if you must have wandered off because you didn't see me. I would have kept a better eye out, but I got distracted. Come sit down. Let's talk. Let's talk business."
They kind of are just staring at Tarika for a second, and just very deadpan say, "My name is Bug," and then go to sit down.
Of course, my apologies. Bug, we'll get that straightened out right away. You guys, sorry, go ahead.
No, I am laughing. I am gasping.
Yeah.
8'5".
Besties, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Huge.
I'm 3'2".
Fucking huge.
I'm
I'm gonna
3'2".
I'm gonna know it.
I'm good. I'm done. I'm dead.
I used to be the tall one.
I know you did. You guys are now also really squished into this booth because, yeah, 2 of you are small races, but Bug is big. And you guys kind of tightly squeeze into a booth, and Tarika, being a good host, awkwardly goes to order an extra drink for the arrival, and she goes to clap her hands together, her little red wrench on the table. It's like, "So, I know that we mostly wanted to, meet face to face. Networking with people is a little bit intimidating these days. But my crew here are arrived now, so if you want to share with us the specifics of this job you were thinking about hiring us, I can really vouch for their skill as a crew.
Bug will just nod and reaches into their coat to pull out their data pad and just starts kind of looking over information and says, I'll get straight to the point then. I work for a matriarch, only known as the Lady in Black. You will only refer to her as such. No, I cannot give you her name. I don't know it. And they're not like looking at anybody as they're talking also. They are only looking at the data pad.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, the job is very simple. We're just meant to find the exact location of a derelict ship that was reported about a day's out away from Absalon Station. My patron lost something valuable on a ship, and so I have been tasked with investigating a lot of reports of these things to look for it.
So, derelict ship lost somewhere outside of Absalon Station. Your random patron, who we don't get to know, is looking for it. Yeah, alright, yeah, very... Nothing weird or stand out there. Okay.
Judy, be nice.
No?
Fuck!
If it makes you more comfortable, I can say from experience that she pays well. and
Okay,
on
yeah,
time.
alright, I'm fine.
This particular job will be 5,300 credits, to be split between all of us, myself included. Plus whatever stuff you want from my storage closet.
What?
Your storage closet?
Yes, I have a little apartment rented. I don't use any of it.
What? May I ask what kind of things are in your storage closet?
They shrug. Weapons, armor, miscellaneous items.
Yeah, I'm okay with ransacking a closet for a tip. That's okay. That's pretty good. As like the like as soon as like kind of there's like a soft pause, Judge is gonna kind of lean over to Rika and go, so it's like, so where'd you find this one? Like,
Oh, like friend of a friend. I was reaching out to some other people that I had known.
Mm.
Still with Edge and some not still with Edge, and I heard that
Mhm.
Next Bug here was looking for a crew. So
Ken is rapidly trying to Google mixed bug.
it's like whenever
Oh.
it's like when your friend is going on a Tinder date, so you start checking.
yeah.
Did you still need introductions from us?
Yes, I need your names, and also I need to know if you have any allergies, family history of illnesses, if you are currently taking any medications, vitamins, or drugs.
Oh, what for?
They kind of put the data pad down and they just robotically kind of hold out a hand for shaking to whoever grabs it and says, "Hello, I'll be your med doctor."
Ah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, every crew does need a doctor.
Doctor.
Okay. Like this is weird, like insane, because Judge would also not shake Bug's hand first, but at the same time, me as Molly am
Me
like
rapidly shaking Bug's hand.
shaking Bug's hand, but also so fucking like I feel like I just got hit on the side of the head with a bat. I'm
Can
like,
I ask what your class is, or are we keeping that a secret?
yeah, like is that gonna be a surprise tool for later?
That's
'Cause
up
I
to
have some
Sarah.
I have some ideas already from like what you're presenting right now, but I could also be wrong.
You.
The fuck
Surprise
does
tool
he
for
know,
later.
you bitch?
That's out of class.
You'll
See,
find
what's
out.
so true. Oh my God.
Ken will look over and just say, "I'm pretty sure I'm the only one with a proficient medical history."
Are you doubting my expertise?
No, I am just very expensive.
No, like allergies and things. That's what
Ah,
Ken
I see.
means.
They lean forward and like look like they're about to they're like prepared to start typing on the tablet, and they just say, "Go on."
Oats, red meat, quinoa, red 40, yellow 20, green 42, gray 410, 4555555.
Yeah, so Odessa, I think I'm going to put in my 2 weeks now.
Yuri, you're not going anywhere. I need a good pilot.
Okay.
We're all going to get along and be one happy family and do this goddamn job.
Blood.
Bug is just nodding along and just continuing to type.
All oils. Like, Ken just doesn't shut the fuck up.
When... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, when Ken is done, I will have Odessa introduce herself to Bug. Also, I hate your fucking name now, knowing the context. Fuck you.
It was really funny. I had
That's
to
really
message Sarah, and I
good.
was like, "This is the funniest you've ever been in your fucking life."
It's really funny that I accidentally threatened to kill your character without realizing it. Molly, I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
What were you saying, Sarah?
Oh, at some point, Bug would ask to specify if this is dietary restrictions for Ken.
Yes.
They will nod, and they go to somewhere else in their data pad and say, "I will adjust my list of groceries accordingly."
Are you buying groceries for us?
Yes, I will also be cooking your meals.
Oh my...
Ken, baby, you get to live.
Ken just nut in real time.
Hobby would be so happy to hear about this. Odessa will... Oh, go ahead.
No, I didn't know if Odessa introduced herself yet. Go ahead.
Yeah, Odessa will hold out her hand to Mix Bug and say, my name is Odessa Darling, and I am the captain of the vessel.
They shake your hand and nod and say, "Nice to meet you."
It is a pleasure.
Judge, at the end just holds out their hand, gives a firm shake and goes, Tango Judge, pilot.
They nod, and they will ask again just to make sure, Odessa and Judge, if they have any kind of conditions.
listen.
None that I
Judge-
know of.
Judge has never been asked this question before. No. I'm an android, if that's a condition, and I smoke. Does that matter?
Only slightly. Jot it down.
What are you jotting down?
What I need to.
You started typing after I said that. Are you judging me?
Judy, if they're going
Are
to
you
be a
worried about me
doctor...
judging you?
Judge leans down to Odessa and says, there was 3 of us. It was tense, but it was something that was understandable. There's someone else here.
we needed a doctor, I think, and they're going to be cooking meals for us. That's wonderful.
I don't really eat a lot.
Well, after you almost died on me last time, I think you need a doctor.
Judge opens her mouth as if she's about to continue arguing, but then just then closes her mouth.
I'm the engineer and science officer.
Good to
You
know.
will also be addressing Nico.
He's our most important
he?
member.
This is true.
Is Nico with us at the table?
Is Nico in the room with us right now?
Nico is always in the room. Yeah, I imagine
Delightful.
Nico's just on the table, just staring while rapidly Googling Bug.
Bug is gonna hold out a hand to Nico.
They can take your hand, in fact.
Yes.
He has a hand. You see it has a USB. Don't worry about that.
Bug is going to set down the data pad and dig through their coat and pull out 3 little thumb-sized devices, and is going to say, "If that's it, then please open your mouths."
Oh.
What is that?
It is a diagnostic lozenge. It will let me track your health vitals.
Huh?
Actually,
Rika, do I have to
No,
agree to this to do the job?
Ken would probably know what these are, right?
Yeah, honestly, you
yeah,
probably
Ken
would.
would just do it.
Rika, as to Rika, as you go to say that, goes like, "Well, you don't have to agree to do anything you don't want to. If it's that big of an issue, I'm sure we can talk about things more after the job. But I think they seem nice."
Ken already.
I think they seem wonderful.
Judge takes it and begrudgingly puts it under her tongue.
Odessa will also do it.
It tastes
Yeah.
like bubblegum cough syrup.
That's fine.
I had to take these a lot when I got first adopted. Ken just head back, lost in nostalgia.
Lost in the bubblegum flavor.
Miss Bug, are you staying with us just for the duration of the mission or longer?
For now, for the mission. I might... We shall see.
I need a doctor.
If you are willing to hire me, then the we shall see will be a yes.
Let's see how the first mission goes. I've already had to put something under my tongue, and I'm not even at a party.
I'm so excited to see what you can do.
Well, do we have any kind of both looking to just both Bug and Rika now? Like, do we have any rough direction to where this derelict ship is?
I know that Bug knows that information, but Tarika would also be able to give you guys the location that it is last seen at. But Tarika would outright say, "But you know how derelict ships can be. They can kind of float a little bit, but they're about a day's way out yonder direction." And she indicates one that would make sense to you in space. And then kind of elaborates. You might have to find it and pinpoint it, but it's around there the last time it was seen.
Okay.
Do we want to sign a contract, or do you guys think we're doing good?
I can sign.
I think having it in writing is always good.
Bug, are you agreeable to me making a little manifest for the job?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay. Tarika's gonna write up a little one, and it's really quick, really unofficial, but it basically would be just a shipping manifesto in general, ones that you're very used to as freight haulers. And it's not in writing, oh, if XYZ happened, it's mostly just a paper trail for receipt books and stuff. But she writes one up and gives one out to everybody, so you guys all have that. And says, "All right, well, if there's anything else I can help y'all with while you're down, I'd say it's a pretty simple job, so you might want to get ready and head on out."
Okay.
And see Bug's closet, I guess.
Yes, there are some things I need to grab before we leave.
Sounds good.
Pass this message away, everybody.
I'll miss you.
Be safe. I love you.
Nico has a heart emoji on his face.
Yeah.
Stay safe or something. Alright. Yeah. So, Bug, where is your apartment place?
without saying anything, they're gonna get up from where they were sat and are gonna start walking.
Oh my gosh, we're leaving already!
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, your legs are so long!
I speed walk.
Judge takes up the rear. Deep sigh.
Autism.
Autism creature.
You need to draw Bug as the autism creature.
100% now. Awesome.
I love Bug already.
I
This is
really like Bug.
fantastic.
This is great.
I'm sorry Judge is being such an asshole, but this is also how Judge would react to a new person.
I also just love. I really like how you're committing to the bit with Bug. I think you're playing the concept phenomenally, Sarah.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
But yeah, so does Bug just wordlessly take them to their apartment?
Yep.
Awesome. So I will definitely say that it probably isn't Drifter's End. It's probably like a really cheap like tenement, meant for people like you when you're in between jobs, in between crews. And you kind of lead up to it, and it's funny because Bug was like, oh yeah, the thing's in my closet. You go to unlock this door, and the door kind of like slides open, and it is like the apartment itself is like the size of a pantry with like a little closet, no kitchen. It has like a TV built into the wall and like a bed, and it is like, you think it is meant specifically just for people to sleep when they are station side. And feel free to describe how it's decorated however you would like, Bug.
Yes. It's decorated very minimally. I don't think there's really much of anything in here. However, there is one corner where there's just like a little shelf with 3 little crafted things on it, which Bug is walking immediately towards, and kind of just leaving the rest of you to sort through with the things that are just laid about the room.
Can I get a perception check on those crafted things?
Yeah, roll perception.
19.
Describe your guys, Sarah.
My little guys! So they look like they're supposed to be insects, but they're made out of a bunch of miscellaneous things.
Oh.
You see a spider made of drinking straws and cotton balls. You see a roly-poly made of paper, like a little origami situation. And what looks like a ladybug made from a variety of buttons. And Bug is just picking those up and very, very delicately putting them in their coat. And then grabbing like a big bag and a case. And then looking to the rest of you surrounded by a bunch of stuff and just saying, everything else is free reign.
That is very cute.
Yeah. Hey Sarah, do you have the list of the stuff in your
Oh my
bag?
I do.
List?
Yeah.
Oh. Ah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, why do you fucking
Oh.
have junk cycles?
Excuse me, how did you get 3 junk cycles in here?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, the good news is we have a ship to
Uh.
store all this shit. I think it's gonna take a few fucking trips. Do y'all want me to make a section of my notes just the inventory of the ship?
Yes, actually, you guys do have to tell me exactly what you are keeping in your ship hold.
Okay, cause I don't know about y'all. Most of this we can probably take minus a few things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want at least the rounds from the tactical semi-auto pistols. I don't necessarily need the guns, because I have
Let's take one, or let's take them just in case they don't take up a lot of space.
I
Uh,
Why
have,
is there's just tattered flight suit?
yeah, I have two comments to make about this situation that's very fun. One, in character, I love how this paints Bug as like a hoarder that never knows what they need. But then
Yeah.
out of character, fun fact, that is every piece of gear you have not looted in the game.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
Because I'm
Wow.
really nice and I wanted to give you the chance to have it. So Sarah got first dibs, and this is everything else.
Okay, yeah. Here, I'll go ahead and make a section.
I think maybe splitting the cred sticks between all three of us.
There's multiple. There's 7 cred sticks total.
Yes.
No, 8. There's 8 of them. Fuck.
Here, 1 second.
I'll
Here,
add all of these
once-
together. 3. That's 700 credits between all of y'all.
Sorry, I have to reformat my freaking shit.
That would be 175 for all 4 of us.
Slay.
175 credits each.
You guys also have the option while you're here on Absalom Station. If you guys want to leave anything, that's fine. If you guys want to sell any of this for money, you definitely can.
Definitely think some of these we can.
I am going to run to the bathroom, and I'm going to pause because we're about to be doing inventory stuff.
Yeah.
We are back recording, everybody. Welcome back. You guys finished your little shopping spree, and you now are, I assume, ready to go back to your nice fancy ship with your brand new temporary ? Crewmate.
I guess to be kind, Judge will give Bug like a quick little tour of the ship because it is kind of a daunting size thing.
And I'll get you the pictures. Sorry, I have to get all the way over there.
I'm Jamie.
Click no fly free or die. Maps.
Die, flee, or die.
This is how big the ship is. It has a hack unit, so you can do like hard light VR games in it. And it has like guns, it has a magic laboratory, it has a tech workshop, everybody has a private room.
So yeah, Judge starts like showing Bug around, shows like where like the main like the main deck is, all like the science quarters, medical, etc. Bathroom, shows the I imagine as like we're loading shit in, shows how fucked up and weird the like deep space storage thing is. And then the last thing that Judge shows is like as we're going up the hall and goes, so yeah, we have a bunch of rooms here. She goes to the top left. This one is mine. I do not care which other room you take. This one is mine. And then Judges just goes, yeah, whatever's in a room, just throw it out into the hallway. Doesn't bother me.
They just nod and are going to look for a room that does not already have stuff in it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
What the hell, Judge?
Listen.
Confrontation
Everybody
at the
claim
disco.
your rooms. Hold on, I'll actually do that because that sounds really fun. This is the one that Judge just said.
Closest to the cat, like to the piloting area.
Yes, everybody pick your rooms.
Okay.
I do think Bug would try going for this one if no one else was in it.
I think I might take the one across from Judge just so I can also get up to the captain's quarters really easily.
Okay, Slay.
Oh, I tried to make that look so nice. Why did I do that?
Hey.
JK.
JK.
JKB.
JKB.
Awesome, Slate. This is everybody's rooms then.
Whoop, whoop.
Judge is tempted to break down the walls between all the rooms on the left side so she can just have one long room. That wouldn't mess up the structural integrity of the spaceship.
No, not at
Definitely
all.
not.
Hell yeah, we got rooms.
Yeah, we do.
Drop
Hold on.
'em.
I'm actually labeling them on the map in Foundry because I
Ooh.
think that sounds fun. Oh, I can't do that. Actually, never mind. Fuck. I'll do it later.
Hee you thought.
Yeah, I did think, but that's what I get for thinking. Anyways. Okay, Slay. What do you guys do to get ready for takeoff? Bug, feel free to tell me how you would settle into this brand new ship.
I do think they put all of their stuff in their room, and I think they specifically take out any of their medical stuff and set it up on that little desk
Uh-huh.
just to have it all out. And then once that's set up, they stand around, look around for a second, shiver, and then immediately just leave.
That's
And
fair.
they're just gonna wander.
Yeah, you can definitely wander around.
I'm curious, given Bug is so tall, how are they like because I imagine the ship's like has somewhat tall ceilings, but I doubt 8 feet tall.
No, this ship is huge. This ship is a luxury
Okay.
ship.
Never mind. Congratulations, Bug. You won't be hitting your head on things.
I think that Bug would sometimes have to maybe hit like duck their head in doorways, especially doorways to like the rooms. But I think like
That's
the
probably
ceilings
such a natural motion for them already, though.
the ceilings are definitely like at least 10 feet tall.
That
Hot.
rules.
The bedroom is definitely a little cramped though, but that is also something that you are definitely used to on ships. They don't exactly make beds with Verthanis as the baseline.
Take
Yeah.
another bed.
We can
Just line them
we can get a new one, you know?
Yeah, I mean you literally always can upgrade your crew quarters to make them nicer.
Just grab a bed from one of the other rooms and put it on the end of that bed.
Also,
hell
you
yeah.
wander around. Bug, this ship is nice. You aren't necessarily the most tech-minded in your previous cruise, but this is like as you like are walking through it, not only is like the make of it very clearly very nice. This seems like top of the line, right? But something that you would notice actually is that there was no wear on this. This looks like they could have driven it straight out of the lot. And that's a little weird.
That was a little weird. I think Bug is gonna try and find Odessa after noticing that.
Okay. I think Odessa is probably just up front in the little captain's station right now as they're getting ready to go, getting all situated and stuff.
Hell yeah. Bug is just gonna peek their head in. And just say no greetings or anything. Where did you get this ship?
Odessa will turn around, smile, and say, "Oh, hi, Bug. I can't tell you yet."
That's really good.
They kind of stare at her for a second, and then they get that big uncanny smile, and they say, "Did you steal it?
I'm not
Did
speaking
you
to
do
you
something you
anymore.
weren't supposed to?
I'm busy.
If you did, that's cool." And they leave.
I didn't know Bug did that.
If you did, that's cool.
Comrade Bug said, yeah, stealing.
Odessa's going to
freak, I
send a
love
quick
it.
message to the other two and say, Bug is already asking about where we got the ship. Please don't tattle on us, Heart.
Judge sends a message and it just says, "Do you want me to take care of it?"
Please don't kill our doctor, Heart.
Judge does a thing where she is like typing for a long time, so you see the 3 dots, and then she just deletes the message and turns off her phone.
That's so funny. Awesome.
Before we leave, oh damn, that would take too long. Never mind. We're riding off the seat of our pants. I was gonna prepare like a flight plan. Nah, fuck it. We're just going out into the deepest space.
Yeah, just fucking fly out to space. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, let's just look around space.
Yeah, make me a piloting check to get off the station.
Easy. Watch this. I don't even need my eyes open for this. Actually, I need them open to see my stat.
I hope it's a nat 1.
You
Haha,
want
keep
help?
hoping. Keep
You
hoping.
want-
That's
you
a
want
dirty
help?
20.
Aw, damn.
Whoa.
Nice. Yeah, you go to take off, and you're starting to get more and more comfortable, like landing and taking off from Absalom Station. You've definitely been here before, and you're definitely like a pilot worth your salt, right? But like, you've now been here a minute. You've already found like the bay that you like the most, and you're starting to like really like learn how to get in and out with relative ease. All right, and you're gonna fly out, and you guys are now going to spend 24 hours flying into the void of space.
24 hours alone with Bug.
Yeah, please legitimately tell me what you guys are doing, because I'm not saying that it's like the worst thing, and I'm not trying to make it be like, oh, this is super weird, but like, you guys haven't really had like a stranger on your ship in a while, and also this is a brand new ship, and also Bug, you just got here. I would love for you to roleplay.
Pew!
I definitely think maybe not like the first interaction, but at some point, like whenever maybe like switching off piloting duties or something like that, when Judge is on her break, I think Judge is gonna approach Bug, like wherever Bug may be.
I don't think Bug is in the room right now.
Bug is not at the phone right now.
Bug is not at the phone. They're somewhere in the ship. I'll say they're in the arcane laboratory poking around.
Yeah, Judge will just kind of like after, like just peeking or just kind of like glancing in, just seeing Bug, will just kind of give a little knock, little rap on like the entrance to the door, just to let Bug know that Judge is there. And Judge walks in, not wearing her like a flight suit at the moment, but just kind of her sleeveless tank top, arms crossed as she like walks in, just to kind of like doesn't come in here either. She doesn't know what the fuck it's for. But she just walks in and walks up to Bug and just kind of like says very shortly, like, so looking around the ship, how's checking things out, just kind of looking Bug up and down a bit.
Yes, you've noticed actually at this point, Bug has taken off their coat and their goggles.
Ooh.
And because they are facing away from you right now, you would see what's going on in the back.
Oh.
Yeah.
They have the like bell sleeves on that they have on their arms are also gone.
Oh. Interesting.
And they're just kind of that bit is latched up, obviously, but
yeah.
They're just kind of leaned real close to something, and they kind of like tap it, and they just say, "I don't know what any of this is for."
Yeah, yes, I don't blame you. This just kind of picks up just like a random like device and just kind of like holds it in the air and just sets it down. It's like, yeah, this stuff's above my pay grade.
Bug is just gonna turn around and look at Judge and say, "How long have you had this ship?"
Judge kind of squints her eyes a bit and goes, long enough to know how to fly it.
They nod. And how long have you been flying?
Personally, I've been flying for... Judge kind of thinks on this for a second. 60 plus years? I'm not exactly sure. I've kind of lost track.
Very experienced then.
Very. And that's why I try to take good care of my ship and make sure that everyone that flies with me is up to snuff. And just kind of gives a little nod. uh, not in a not they're not trying to be threatening, but they're trying to be assertive that like they don't know this person and they're trying to make it know like, hey, I'm kind of the right hand here. Like the Odessa may be the voice, but I'm the fist.
Nice.
I love that. I don't know that Bug picks up on that, and instead, after looking around a bit, they just look at you and give an uncanny smile again, and say, "This was a good choice, then."
Jo just nods her head, kind of like she's definitely she has worked with my brain is forgetting the word for it.
Rothanis?
Yes, he has worked with Verthanis before. And she just kind of nods her head. Is this a racist question to ask if me like are Verthanis? Is there a singular culture for Verthani, or are they very much like a?
So, I would actually love to tell you. I'll say, normally I would make people roll for it, but I would say that, like, again, somebody really important in your past was a Verthani, so I'll, like, kind of generally explain it. They actually are really, like, cosmopolitan. There is a varying amount of, like, cultures depending on if, like, you're from the Ring of Nations, you're from Fulbright, or you're from Darkside, which are different parts of the planet versus. But generally, I will say this is something that you would know from the interactions that you've had with the Verthani that you knew. This is not how Verthani act.
Okay.
They like another thing that about Verthani you would know is that they have a really strict caste system, and it's starting kind of to like loosen up. But that's a thing that you would know about Verthani. But like, no, this is not a typical Verthani interaction you are having. Bug's weird.
Yeah, Judge nods her head, kind of thinking, and just goes, "You're a weird one." I will say.
The smile goes away, and they just say, "I know."
Well, at least you're aware of it. I mean, hey, we're all kind of a little weird here, so don't feel too bad about that. And Judge like clears her throat a bit and goes, "So, have you always been a doctor, or is this like a?" Because she kind of points to like around the arms and stuff like that, and goes, "I've been around the block a time or two. I think I can spot some sort of enhancements or cybernetics."
They get really quiet and just kind of stare at you. Give me 1 second. I need to check my notes for Bug again.
I am very excited that I struck a chord here.
Smiley face.
They're gonna fucking kill you.
I like to see them.
I don't know if I wrote this down.
Hold on, everybody. We have to do deliberation. Player to DM really quick.
No, there's rules.
If you watch, that's the sound of every piece of HP that Molly's gonna lose.
I'm gonna go get food. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Okay, sorry, I had to panic
no, you're good.
deliberate. Okay, after being really quiet for a minute, and very obviously tense, they're just gonna say, "I decided to be a doctor 4 years ago."
Was it for a noble reason, or was it kind of like a, hey, I like doctoring, I'm gonna do that?
You get quiet again. I guess it's
Uh,
noble.
Judge kind of nods her head and goes, "You don't gotta answer any of my questions, you know? Like, I'm just curious is all. Don't really get a lot of new people on the ship, so don't feel like you owe me anything.
I also do not get to see many new people. I would like to communicate. But I will not answer all of your questions. You are correct.
Just laughs a little bit and goes, fair. Fair. Well, I won't bother you anymore with unnecessary questions because at the end of the day, to be completely honest, do not fully care about what the past is. I just care about what you can do now. So as long as that's up to snuff, you're fine by me.
At that, Bug, like, detenses. And they'll just nod.
Unless I find out you're like super evil and have done fucked up shit, and then I'll shoot you. But I'm fucking with you. I don't really care. Every person on this ship has done something evil.
At that, Bug starts laughing far too loudly.
I think Judge gets embarrassed. She's not used. She doesn't track wise because a lot of times whenever she does make jokes, people tell her to stop being a bitch. So Judge just kind of clears her throat and goes, okay, all right, but I'm gonna go drink, so later, and then Judge leaves.
Ugh, I love you.
I love you, Bug.
Yeah, Ken, talk to Bug.
Oh my god, what would Ken be saying?
I don't know, because I know you're canonically really depressed right now, actually.
I show my ass and leave. You're so correct. Why? That is
I love
Hey,
oh my god.
I mean this with all the love in my heart. I think Ken would literally be locked in her room working on Nico.
Yeah, that's very fair. Don't worry, I was just mimicking what Odessa was joking about in chat, but I totally get it. That's the vibe for Ken right now.
It doesn't have to be a full thing, but at some point Judge will knock on Ken's door and leave like a drink and some food outside.
Oh,
Aw.
cute. I like that.
It's the drink. You'll notice the drink is like half drunk.
I will say, the good news is that you would see that it is an empty plate later.
Good. It killed you if it wasn't.
I know, right?
Y'all don't make enough money to waste food.
Yeah, you just hear like random sounds from like Ken's room.
Oh, you could do that in the tech workshop if you felt like barricading yourself in there. That's what the tech workshop is for.
Oh my god!
I sent
the tech workshop.
Yeah, I'll send you what the tech workshop can do, and I also sent him what the arcane workshop can do earlier.
Gonna arcane some skin.
Wait, what? Good
They
thing all
have
of us.
crafting times for the things that they make. Both of them. Yeah.
Man, Arcane Workshop. Good thing all of us are so arcane inclined.
It's extremely funny, actually, how few of you can do anything with magic.
I'm technically magic.
No.
Barely.
No.
I have access to magic like spells.
That's fair.
I with no idea what Bug has going on, the only one I can think is probably like tangentially could be Judge, but it is flavored as mechanized. Tangentially.
Yeah, exactly.
I got shit and dick for spells. Absolutely zero.
Absolutely nothing.
Thank God we got Bug though, because Bug's coming in as a level 20 wizard with so much magic, has like all the spell scrolls. Bug's just gonna be casting away all the problems. Am I right or am I right?
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna fix every problem and definitely not start any.
Definitely not.
Because it's not like we're a team of like
Definitely.
problem starters.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Do you guys have any more roleplay encounters you want? Because if not, I can go to astrogating and trying to find this derelict ship.
I would love that.
I do have 2 tidbits. I
Yeah,
guess one of them is a question. Is there a way to cook stuff on this ship?
I will tell you, Kennifer has a cooking synthesizer, and I believe this ship does have a galley. Let me look at the map again.
I'm looking.
It does. It's up on the top layer of the hack suite. So you can cook if you'd like to. There is a downtime activity for cooking a feast if you want to. Downtime activities actually give you a lot of benefits in Starfinder, Sarah. Let me get the one that's for cooking a feast.
Yeah, because I think Bug is gonna make a whole bunch of food for everybody and treat them to a nice dinner.
Oh, I imagine this is probably the first time we all actually use the galley.
Yeah, because you guys never ate together.
Yeah, we always get takeout.
We always
Literally.
got takeout, either eat in our room or eat on the couch. These are animals.
Okay, let me get to the downtime really quick. I'm sorry. So if we get to page 24, it came out from the new book, so it's not even on Archives of Nethys right now. Fun fact. I bought the new
Ooh.
book the second it came out.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. Cook, feast. Yep, you can spend a full day preparing an extravagant meal for up to 15 people, including yourself. You must have access to a kitchen or starship galley, and to premium ingredients, which you can purchase with the cooking synthesizers. And it's 5 credits per person, but when you make this, you can Oh, that's really cute. Okay, so this actually heals people, so I won't say you'll do this, but you can just make a meal if you'd like.
Nice. I will
Um,
do that.
Yes. That does cost a money. I will say it's 1 credit per person to make the cooking ingredients, and then if you can roll me a life science for cooking, I'll say you can make a meal and you can tell me what it is.
Oh, whoa! Okay, me. I get to use my fancy smancy light 'em up rainbow dice.
Light them up.
Yes, when I roll them, they light up.
You have to show me pictures of that later.
Yes. Okay. Life science.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah?
Sorry, not 20.
Oh my god!
Yeah!
Y'all, okay,
Plus life
listen.
science 28.
Okay, that's fucking slay. I'm gonna tell you this right now. We haven't even gotten to the meal yet. You guys can say all you want that you don't care about having a cook. This is about to be the best meal you've had in decades. Anyway, Bug, take it away. What are you making?
That's an amazing question.
I will tell you right now, unfortunately, I have tried to research space food in Starfinder. It's very difficult, so if you can just think of what kind of meal you would make in Earth terms, we can say you make that.
Okay. I think Bug is gonna do like a buffet situation, so we'll have big plates of different kinds of foods.
Uh-huh.
So like something savory, something a bit more mild, maybe a nice soup, and there's definitely gonna be at least one of those dishes that fits with Ken's diet.
Yeah.
Lots of leafy greens.
This is actually a really good way to also have Bug learn the preferences of the people in front of you, because you're making like 5 dishes and people get to eat what they want.
Yes.
Slay! Hell yeah! I would love, Sarah, I would love for you to tell me how you go about getting everybody together to eat the dinner you made.
I feel like once Bug finds the galley again, they are just camping up there and cooking and not saying anything until they are done, at which point they just leave, wander throughout the ship to find people, just open the door to wherever they are unannounced and say, food is ready, and then close and go to find the next person.
Judge, like it's probably like piloting at the moment, and then like just it's that kind of thing where like Judge is so focused in, had like her headphones in, but so when Bug came in and said food was ready, she was like, "What? Huh?" And just like gets up and it's just like, "What the fuck is going on?" And just starts walking.
And would like peek up and like slowly walk out. She's curious.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we go up and I think once Judge is up in the gallery, she's kind of like she looks around like she's on a prank show, seeing if like if someone's about to do the gotcha, like, and it's like, you made all this?
Yes. If there is nothing to your preference, please let me know.
I literally eat just like frozen food, so like I'm certain I will be fine. Like, but you like made this with this ship's like cooking shit?
Correct?
Huh. Didn't think you could really do that. Okay. And then Judge is gonna help herself to a plate.
Yeah, you definitely can. It's good. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where like obviously saying instantly like this is like Michelin 5-star chef Gordon Ramsay like levels may not always be the most applicable. But like the crew of the Misfortune and the previous crew of the BD 514, you guys have kind of like lived life always scrimping a corner somewhere, always saving a little bit of money, eating like weekly rations instead of getting meals, generally speaking, and like getting like ready to eat like military rations is like a treat. You know what I mean? And getting food from a restaurant is like a treat. So like getting food, even being synthesized in the middle of Dead Space and it getting created for you to then eat is satisfying in a way that is hard to articulate to somebody who's lived a lifestyle like you.
This is good. This is really good.
They get the big smile again.
Yes.
Judge is very. Today has been like the last 20 odd hours has been a whiplash for Judge, more than stealing the ship, more than that day, more of actually dying and coming back to life. This has been the weirdest thing Judge has experienced in a long time. I don't think, like, I genuinely think this is one of the first time that someone on a crew that Judge has been a part of has taken this much effort into feeding people.
Yeah, 100%.
Huh. She doesn't even drink, like, she doesn't drink booze during her meal, and that's what she always does.
That's really cool. I really like that. Mackenzie or Ash, if you feel any particular way, you can. But after this, we can continue on with finding this ship.
I will say, I do think that kind of specifically eating a lot of stuff that is like mild.
Mm-hmm.
She's eating like a lot of mild food. Like the equivalent I can think of is like salad and miso and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like
mm-hmm.
rice. But she is having a great time. She does not think that she's going to get sick later.
Yeah.
I definitely think that Odessa, when called by Bug, like goes up enthusiastically, like really curious to see what their cooking is like, and then she gets like basically a sample of like everything and is just like giving all these compliments whenever she tries something new from the plate to Bug.
I do actually think, hang on, if Odessa's doing all that, Bug is very obviously happy, and they kind of clasp their hands together, and their skin does a weird sort of glitching effect, almost like it's a screen, and their skin changes.
Oh.
Oh,
Mhm.
what?
Joy
Color
and
changing.
enjoyment.
Oh.
I think Odessa looks up at that and like kind of pauses, like fork halfway to her mouth, but like doesn't say anything and then just continues eating and giving more compliments. Because it looks like they're happy, so she's not gonna stop.
And they just remain like that for the remainder of dinner. Afterwards, they go back to normal, but
That's
You really have
cute.
to meet my son, Javi. He would adore your cooking.
I do think Bug will engage more actively in conversation and start asking about, like, oh, what food does he like?
And she will basically explain that neither her or her cook very much, but like he knows all these restaurants on Absalom and like blah blah blah, and always like is worried about her eating and stuff like that.
Javi is a full-on foodie, which is really fun.
Yep. Yep.
His icon in her contacts is a picture he took of some really prettily plated fried rice. Like he is foodie capital F TM. That's so cute. I love that. Yeah, you guys have a great meal together, and it's the first night, and I think what's fun about it is that, yeah, you guys don't get a lot of new people on your ship, but it's kind of refreshing. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You guys have a good full day of travel out into space, and now we're gonna get to the astrogating part. So this might go by a little bit faster because I can see how it might be annoying, but you basically have to make a piloting check for me, Judge, to now find the ship because you're in like the vicinity of where it was last spotted, and you now have to basically find where it went.
This time, I will probably ask for help from Odessa.
Ooh. What am I doing? Just a piloting check?
A piloting check to aid.
28.
Oh yeah, you get a +2, Judge.
Nice. Let's see. Oh, that was a really good roll. 9. 28.
28?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, awesome. Very slay, very cool. Yeah. It takes about an hour, and for a while you're worried that you won't really find it. But you do manage to just fine. And you kind of come up onto this sort of derelict ruin of a ship. And that's not surprising. That's what you expected to find. You're searching a ship. And it sort of floats listlessly. And there are two things that you guys notice very quickly about this ship. Obviously, this kind of thing is tragic. When you look at something like this, you can't help but think about how the reason why it's like this is because of bad things happening out in space. And you notice that it has this huge gash through the belly of this ship to the point where you can see debris still kind of idly floating like out and through it. And you feel like that is the definite cause of damage that would have caused this wreck. But you guys also notice something that is not as ordinary. I need everybody to tell me what languages you know, as you see an angular script carved into the side of the ship in jagged red paint.
I know Common, Halfling, and Akitonian.
Same Common. Oh wait, I know Common, Sign Language, and Akitonian.
Okay.
I know Common for Sight, Akitonian, Yosoki, and Sign Language.
Okay, Slay. What languages do you know, Ash?
I really wish that I had a semblance of intelligence. I have Common and Auron. I'm supposed to know more, but I didn't fill it out.
Oh no. Okay, well you can fill it out later. If somebody's trained in culture, you also can roll to see if you can recognize what language this is.
I am trained in culture.
Oh wait, so am I.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Oh, I literally commented to you that I had to add languages because I had a lot of ranks in culture, and then I didn't.
Oh, I'm
I'm-
sorry, besties.
Oh, I'm also trained in culture. Yeah, I'll roll. I'm shocked that I am.
25.
Okay, 25.
14.
18.
Okay. All right. It was a 25, and then what did you get, Mackenzie?
14.
14, and then Judge got 18.
Yep.
Ken, you're the only one who can figure this out because of how high the DC was. You can tell that this is infernal.
Hmm. Ken is going to take pictures.
Okay, you can go ahead and take pictures. Unfortunately, since you're not like near an infosphere, you can't really like Google it or like Google
Actually,
translate it. What?
hold on. Oof, so close, so close. I could have made Nico learn it, but the linguistic module bases off of what I know, including like 4 additional languages.
Mm-hmm.
But I can fix that later.
Yeah, you can fix that later. You know for the next time that languages sometimes matter. Yeah, you can tell that it's infernal, and you can tell that that is not like... It's very apparent to all of you as you kind of look at this ship through the viewfinder at the front of the cockpit that that is not what you think the ship's paint job is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
You think it is an additive.
So from looking around, it did look like that it was like natural things that brought down the ship, because like what was like the nearby asteroids, was it?
No, you can just see that there's a giant gash in the belly, and you feel like that had to have been what caused like failure of the
Right.
ship, basically. I also will say that upon looking at it, I feel like it's very clear the idea that this ship would not be able to hold an atmosphere for you if you decided to investigate it.
Mm-hmm. I think what Judge will do is kind of like pull up close enough to where like we can get some good eyes on it, but like with enough distance to where we're not having to worry about if anything were on it to like quickly jump out at our ship.
Okay, we can definitely do that. Roll me a piloting check, and I'll say that that's you getting close enough, but also it would count as like docked if you wanted to get out.
Yeah. Oh, nice. 17 plus 9.
Yeah, so you kind of go to bring it closer, and you're very careful about it. And as you kind of turn and drift, you kind of gently come to a stop nearby it. Yeah. What are you guys doing? What are you guys thinking?
I think Odessa is grabbing the helmet to her armor from like her room and adjusting that right now.
Okay.
After like gathering some supplies, I imagine we're all kind of up front. Judge will kind of look over to Bug and go, you familiar with spacewalking?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, let's gather everything up. And then Judge is gonna, with the ship kind of like ready in docking position, she's gonna start making her way over to the airlock.
Okay. You go over to the airlock and you hop on out. Does everybody go with them?
Yeah.
Yes, I would like to.
Alright. You guys come out and you get ready to go out onto space. It's pretty easy to get situated out of the airlock. Everybody double checking everything and stepping out into the silent, eerily so void of space. It somehow feels like it is too infinitesimally huge, but also very tight, as the only thing keeping you alive in this environment is that suit. And you guys kind of go up, and traditionally where an airlock would be, you actually see that it is almost fused shut, either from some kind of like heat or rust. And you very quickly notice that your only real entry point, unless you made a new one, is the giant hole in the ship. And here is a snippet.
Ooh, terrifying.
It's a big guy, and so we are going to actually stop here. Because next time you have to deal with what is on the ship.
Yeah. Oh my god, is Bug's icon a little roach?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little bug.
That
Oh
rules.
my.
That's
All right,
cute.
I'm gonna stop recording, and then next time we get to do the job.
Woo.
Yeah.